Boulder County is a unique place.
Much of the land has been protected by the county.
I love Boulder's open space.
It's pretty overwhelming how exquisite it is and how much there is to explore.
We have so enjoyed really high values in our land and our homes.
Very clean.
Protected from development.
Very pleasant.
And threatened.
People don't know that it's coming.
I could not believe that there's 24,000 active wells in Boulder County.
The network of wells just spreading across the land like a virus. And so we have got to say no.
If we don't do anything, this is going to be here before we know it. There are 2 fracking operators that are trying to frack across 11,000 acres of our open space right now.
Imagine buying a home and then having this big oil rig show up right here in your backyard. Kind of an eyesore, isn't it?
The odor, the smell from the fumes, and the noise from the drilling. It's nerve-shattering.
Right now we're approximately a quarter mile from the well pad, and the noise is pretty distracting even for this interview.
Being this close to a site, you're breathing in volatile organic compounds like benzene, which is known to be cancer-causing. So I just don't feel like this should be in anyone's neighborhood or by anybody's playground.
Well, if you're being gassed, I think you have a right to resist. And I think we're being gassed.
The regulations that are in place are arbitrary, and there's health studies to show this.
I wanted to understand what was happening to patients in Erie. One young teenage girl, she was 16 years old, she had ethylbenzene 3 times the concentration of the average smoker. Personally, I would tell patients not to buy a house anywhere within 5 miles of a natural gas well.
Fracking has made property values decrease substantially. This is costing everyone in the community money.
It's just horrible. The amount of water that's being used and the chemicals that are being injected into the rock formations is just frightening.
What is the future of farming going to look like in this county?
It's dangerous. We had an explosion last Christmas.
Breaking news outside of Windsor on the scene of that oil site explosion.
This was a well pad on the east side of town. They could not put that fire out. They ran out of foam.
Surveillance video from a nearby business captured it all.
And there were 10 fire departments here.
The company that owns the site, Extraction Oil and Gas.
This is a look at where the site is located east of Windsor, right off the Boulder County Road 68. This just a few miles from town.
Windsor has been hurt by oil and gas. People hate these well pads. The quality of life is not what it was.
When I think about the future of my 2 daughters, about what my role is to them, I can't think of anything I wouldn't do. And when you see threats to your family and to ones you love, how can you not act? How can you not stand up?
If we can come together as a community here in Boulder County, where we have amazing intellectual and creative talent, we have financial privilege, and this really deep and pure love for our open spaces, I really believe we will be a template for anti-fracking groups all over the country. So let's create that ripple effect.
I don't see where it makes any economic sense to use hydrocarbons anymore. We already have a cost-effective solution. It's a matter of will to put it in play.
It's time for us to come together as a community, and we could make a difference not just in Boulder, but maybe all over our country.
Now is the time. We have to turn the tide on fracking, and we need to stop it.
Boulder County is one of the most resourced, intelligent, active, and health-conscious places on the planet. Are we okay that our corner of the earth becomes a major contributor to climate change? We can't stand up against this. Who do we expect to be able to do that?
If it's between doing something and doing nothing, you do something.
To think of fracking this place, I have to take a stand, and it's not a choice anymore. It's my ability to respond.
If we start allowing fracking in this open space, it's going to erase all that's beautiful about Boulder.
While I have breath in me, while I have some resources that I can donate to our legal defense fund, while I have a voice, I can do something. So please join us in whatever way you can.